Oh, the last one is... Oh. Yep. It seems like she actually hurt herself. Oh, that's hard to watch. Grüezi miteinander, Gregory von Lebe hier. Many of you tag me all around social media on different videos pertaining to kettlebell training. And I appreciate this. And I want you to understand with these videos, my goal is not to bash these people, because I was in the same situation back in the day. So without further ado, let's jump right into these reactions, and I can hopefully give you some clear understanding and a learning experience. And if you're ready to get strong, fit, and lean without the gym, download my free Kettlebell Code ebook. 16 pages filled with everything you need to get started with kettlebells. And the best thing about it, it is 100% free. Link is in the description. Let's start with JB Golden from TikTok. Unfortunately, this is the typical TikTok stuff, where people talk about something that they don't have a clue about, and they actually engage into the Dunning-Kruger effect, being on the top of Mount Stupid. I was just like this. So here's the truth. Yes, there are contralateral movement patterns, and yes, they're interesting for GPP, general physical preparedness. For example, with a one-arm swing or even with a snatch, you hold the weight in your right hand or your left hand respectively, but most of the muscular tension and action is happening on the left side. Your left hip is doing the work while the weight rests in your right hand. The issue is his technique. His technique is telling me that he doesn't have a clue about kettlebells. No hand insertion, the kettlebell is crap. Up here, these are typical beginner mistakes. Also, the bending and twisting of the spine is not something that I would recommend wholeheartedly if you haven't built up the foundation to do so. And one thing that is crucial about kettlebell training is you see it from a mile away if somebody has put in the proper reps, the proper knowledge, and was taught the proper way. So in this case, JB Golden, you gotta go back to the drawing board, my friend. Next up, we have ET Strength. So what ET Strength is demonstrating is the typical Joel Seedman effect, saying a lot of convoluted things that sound scientific, but they don't mean anything. Coiled, anchoring our short and long side at the proximal core, regardless of distal expression of the movement. So you keep the movement expression close to the body, even though the kettlebell travels outside. Maybe I'm not that smart enough to understand it, or it's complete BS. Here's the point. Coiling comes from David Weck, and David Weck can either be considered a genius or somebody who just comes up with ideas that doesn't make a lot of sense. I let you be the judge. Now, when it comes to the kettlebell, coiling is maybe David's spin from a bump and a jerk, where you have the kettlebell close to the body, you engage in this kyphotic position, and then you bump the weight overhead. And then the arm lands overhead, you transfer the energy from your legs into the arms, and this is how you catapult heavy weights overhead. Now, if you use these particular exercises, I don't think you can apply to the general public, so it's not GPP. It may be SPP, specific physical preparedness for an athlete, but then I want you to show me the receipts that these particular exercises are the reason why some athletes actually perform better. And when we look at SPP, what always has to be done if you want to improve an athlete's side in his particular sport, you have to biomechanically replicate the exercises that the athlete does in the sport and then use it and load it with weights. And this is not easy to do. Oh, the last one is... Oh. it seems like she actually hurt herself. Oh, that's hard to watch. That's a 24 kg, I'm assuming. See, this is the final nail in the coffin of this stupid technique to rest the kettlebell up here like this. It is just not safe. You drop it, it comes down, it twists your elbow, goodbye. Serious injury, I hope she's recovering. So that's why we always say, keep the elbow close to the body. It's like you defending yourself in boxing or martial arts or in MMA. When you have the arm close to the body, the kettlebell rests on the side. And with this movement, what you actually do is you create a safe, stable, and strong environment for the kettlebell to rest on. And in this case, you saw that this 24 kg, which is fairly heavy, when you drop it like this is what may happen because you're not able to actually catch the weight. And probably the same would happen if I would use a 32 kg dropping down from the bottom like this. Always keeping the arms like this, racking the kettlebell right here. This is the key for safety and proper movement. So hope I was able to serve you some value. I mention this all the time in these reactions. I'm not trying to disrespect these people. What I'm trying to do is give you some proper perspective from somebody who's actually a master of sport, who spent a lot of time with these things, who engages into thousands and thousands of reps and coaches people from all around the world, over 40s, 50s, and 60s with the basics. And this is what I want to finish this video with. The basics always work. You know what the formula for success is? Find out what works and then do this all the time. Slight variations are okay, but you always want to do what works and you'll be fit, strong, and lean in no time. And if you're wondering what type of kettlebell I'm using, it's the Pro Kettlebell, the best kettlebell on the market. Period. We are working hard to making it available in the EU, Switzerland, as well as the UK as soon as possible. We have a waiting list in the description where you can get notified once we open up shop. Check the link in the description to get 10% off your next purchase and use the code LEBESTARK at checkout. Here's what to do next. Clean and press that like and subscribe button, share with a friend who's into kettlebells, and if you made it this far, download my free kettlebell code ebook. Listen, if you're over 40, 50, or 60, you don't have a lot of time, but you still want to take care of your fitness, this is where the kettlebell comes in, and I'm going to show you on 16 pages how kettlebell training works. It's 100% free. You'll find a link in the description.